Okay, so it's another really hot day, probably about 30 degrees right now. Thankfully, I am in the shade though, and I've just single-handedly removed the roof of this shed with a mallet and a hammer and a handy screwdriver, and it was so much fun. And you know, it makes you realise so many people say to you, oh, no, you can't do that on your own, or no, you can't do it, you'll need a man's help, and all this sort of rubbish. And you think, well, no, how about I actually give it a go and see what happens? And look at it, size of it. It's heavy too, don't get me wrong. And I pushed it down there and I pulled it and got all bits of wood off and stuff. And look, oh, there's Batman, the Robin, you see him there? Where is he? There he is. This is our local resident Batman. It's very bold. He's lovely, he always comes to our allotment. And he's clearly come to see what's going on. So yeah, I have just done that, and as you can tell I'm quite out of breath, but I didn't give a damn because it's roasting hot, and I just did that on my own, and I'm glad I did, because it's something I wanted to get done for ages. It's taken out a lot of stress for me, and yeah, now I get to do the fun bit. I have an axe somewhere. Where's my axe? There it is. And my tomatoes, and now this will help me do this. So yeah, don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't do something on your own. Give it a try, and if it's too much, don't be afraid to ask for help, because at the end of the day there is nothing wrong with asking for help. Right, back to shed destroying.